from here? Take me home, 'cause I wanna feel like I belong. They relate to all this pain in my past, so they listen to my song. So let's go back to where it began and where it all started from. Take this chance, one last dance, 'cause I've been waiting way too long. Take my hand, I wanna show you something. Promise I've been dying to see ya. They say the grass ain't always greener. I guess what they're saying is true. In my dreams, that's where I seen her. Take my heart and take all of me, girl. Let me show you what I wanna do. I wanna spend the rest of my life with you. Are you listening, darling? Look where we started. Breaking in half, left us broken hearted. So where do we go from here? Are you listening, darling? Look where we started. Breaking in half, left us broken hearted. So where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Yeah, where do we go from here? Are you listening, darling? Are you listening, darling? Are you listening, darling? Look where we started. Breaking in half, left us broken hearted. So where do we go from here?
Hello and welcome back, everybody, to another live stream. So, of course, it is another week. It is Monday, the 14th of October. And yeah, of course, we are going to run through the Bitcoin technical analysis. We are going to run through, what is currently going on within Bitcoin, because, of course, that is very, very important to understand what is going on if, of course, we do want to make profits in these markets. So yeah, we will run through what I've been doing, what I'm currently doing, and then of course what I'm looking for in the near to short term future as well. So yeah, if that does all sound interesting, please do make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Really helps me out, really helps the channel out, and I can continue to bring this content to you. And yeah, if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe. I did say that I would do at 500 subscribers, I will do probably a $500 giveaway. So that'll be the first target, and then we'll go for 1,000 subscribers, and I'll do $1,000 giveaway. So yeah, make sure that you do subscribe. Of course, if you do want to get entered into that, we are still quite far away, but yeah, that's okay. So yeah, let's jump into it. Let's take a look at what is going on. So yeah, today has been, fairly good. We've seen a really nice rise towards the upside, and I mean, especially if you're in the stock market as well. This thing just continues to go up and up and up and up and up and up and up. Look at that. It just does not want to stop, right? It just does not want to stop. I mean, for a long-term investment, this is a very, very good place, in my opinion. Of course, no financial advice, but in my opinion, to put your money in here and just let it cook for as long as time goes, right? So yeah, of course, stock market is rising. Bitcoin is following it. Now, remember what I was saying last week, right? We were seeing the stock market rise, making new all-time highs. However, Bitcoin was pulling back. Okay, Bitcoin was pulling back as stock market was making new all-time highs. Now, I said, right, that we do see this sometimes. We do see the stock market leave without Bitcoin, and Bitcoin actually does tend to continue lower, okay, or it has a pullback, right? It just continues to have a pullback, right? And that's exactly what happened, right? It left without Bitcoin, right? The stock market left without Bitcoin. But what was I also saying, right? I was also saying that if the stock market continued to make new all-time highs, Bitcoin would eventually catch up, right? So if you were, of course, watching last week, you would have heard me say that, and that's exactly what we're seeing now, right? We've had the pullback, right? Of course, we were actually shorting this pullback as well, so we'll talk about that briefly. So yeah, I was in this short trade that, again, we had this planned for quite some time. Even you guys here on YouTube, even if you're not on the Visionary Discord, you will know that we had this planned for quite some time. And then, of course, today at 8:23, I told the team that short all closed at entry. So, you can see the short from $64,500. Did get closed at an average price of $62,900. Okay, because of course we took profits a lot lower. And yeah, we had realized profit, okay, $3,460 in a profit on that trade. As you can see, the status there all closed. So I am currently in no trades in terms of leveraged trades, okay. I'm in absolutely no trades. And yeah, this was, of course, that short trade given to the team, as always, in the Visionary Discord. Monday, September the 30th, just took the short trade, as you can see there, coming into that naked point of control, coming into that high liquidity area. Of course, seeing lots and lots of long trades open up on the move up. Lots of trapped longs at the high. Price then started to pull back, which again, okay, can get very, very messy, right? If we see lots of long trades opening up, it can get very messy if price does start to pull back. And of course, this is what we love to take advantage of. And that is exactly what we took advantage of. As you can see here, price did get this big pullback. We did take yeah, really nice advantage of this. And yeah, now that trade is closed, and now it is time to look for that next trade. Not that we haven't, right? Not that we haven't been looking for the next trades, right? I mean, there was a long trade from here. Okay, so this was a long trade setup. You know, technically I should be long right now. I know, you know, it's easy to say that, right? But you know, this is also a setup that we had planned as well, right? This is a setup we had planned, and yeah, unfortunately, you know, if we go into the 1 hour time frame, you know, unfortunately, I do have to sleep. If I didn't have to, I would love not to, but I do have to. And you can see we started to reclaim. So this is, of course, tapped naked point of control now, but previously this was the naked point of control we were looking at 60,145. Of course, we had some below us as well that we were considering, right? But this was the first one below us that was a level of interest, right? We lost it, okay, right? We did lose it. We did see shorts open up, and we did see a fair few longs getting wrecked, right? So, you know, there kind of is a bit of an incentive there for price to rise. So we did see price starting to rise. We actually started to reclaim, right, on the lower time frames, this naked point of control, which is that first sign of strength, right? We then, of course, got on the 8 hour, right? We got that confirmed swing failure pattern, right? The confirmed swing failure pattern, which of course then gives you that trade entry trigger to then take that trade and then look for higher prices. And you can see that's exactly what happened, right? We saw a really, really nice rise off of this, okay, because there was an incentive for price to rise here. Okay, there was an incentive for price to rise. Now, right, what happens when you have an incentive for price to rise is that other factors can come into it and actually continue that rise up, which is exactly what has happened today. Exactly what has happened today. We've seen this really nice rise up. And what has this rise up been fueled by? Right, well, this rise up has been mainly, okay, because it's two factors, but mainly, right, right, this is like if we're putting it on a, you know, on a chart, right, out of 100, okay, 80, you know, 80-20 longs, new longs opening have caused this move up, right? And I will show you that in a second. But first of all, I just want to look at this and just think, right? Just think, what are all of these long trades, right? What are all of these long trades? Okay, well, for me, right, when I look at, okay, just take my word for it. I will show you the proof in a second, right? All of these 3 consecutive green candles, right? Longs opening up, right? Longs opening up. But when I look at this, right, and I see all of these longs opening up, right? I look at this and I think this is FOMO longs, right? This is retail longs, okay? And there is no real, there's no real reason why these long trades are opening. They're opening for the sake of it, right? For FOMO, okay? Fear of missing out. That's how I view this, right? And of course, that can get incredibly messy incredibly quickly, right? And of course, we will speak about that, of course, in today's video as well, because that is something that's going to be very, very important for the potential near-term future if we do come to our next key level, right? So, yeah, this rise up, really, really nice rise up, to be honest with you. If we take a look at the order flow, we can see here, right, today, right, just the 14th of October, today, right, we have seen, okay, 32 million longs here, 38 million longs here, right? So there in 2 candles, we've got 70 million, right, 70 million. And then here, we've had 63 million, okay, another 63 million long trades open up. Okay, so we've had around here approximately 150 million, right? 150 million. Well, sorry, almost 150 million. Okay, long trades open up just today, right? That is a hell of a lot of long trades. Now, of course, this is really, really good, right? This is good to see these long trades open. But like I said a minute ago, this can get very, very messy, right? It can get extremely messy, right? And just to give you a bit of, a bit of proof, right? Well, I can't show you the full proof. You have to go back and watch the previous streams when I'm sharing the order flow. But all you just have to take my word for it, right? And for the OGs here and for the regular watchers here, you will know, right, that what I'm saying here is facts, right? That every single one of these moves up that we had previously. Okay, so this one here, this one here, this one here, right? Even this one here, okay, and yeah, kind of this one here, not as much so, but yes, this one here as well. All of these moves up have been fueled by new long trades opening up, okay? And these are the ones that are the most important ones here, okay? The ones where we made the new lows, right? So all of these moves up, this 1, 2, 3, these 3 moves up, okay? The most important ones have all been fueled by new long trades opening up. Right, but what has happened when prices pulled back? We've seen this huge move, okay, and these huge moves, okay, none of those were fueled by shorts opening up. And retail traders look at this and say, who is selling? Why is everybody selling? No, okay, some people are selling, but the main reason why price is pulling back here is because long trades are getting wrecked. Yes, that is people selling, right, but they are not choosing to sell. Okay, they've chosen to long, right? But of course, when you're leverage trading, you do have an invalidation, right? You have that liquidation level. So when you close that long trade, right? When you close that long trade, you of course are selling into the market. So all of these moves down were fueled literally by these long trades getting wrecked. Okay, so this is of course an extreme example. This is a very, very extreme example of it. Okay, but for example, the short trade that we've just closed this morning, right? This short trade was, entered off of the same basis, right? We've had long trades open up, we've had trap long trades, prices then started to pull back, okay? And what's happened, right? Long trades have had to cover, meaning they sell into the market, right? And that's initially kind of what's fueled this move down here, right? Of course, maybe it's not as extreme, but it doesn't have to be, right? It doesn't have to be as extreme to make profits in these markets, right? All we're trying to do is catch a bit of a move. Okay, if it's a huge move, great, right? We can make more profits, okay? But what we're looking for is the facts in the markets, right? The facts in the markets. And what the fact is, the facts are now are that, okay, yes, this is a very, very good move up, but we need to continue to see these longs open up for this move to continue, right, to be a good move, right? Because what can happen very, very quickly, right, is that price starts to pull back, right, on all of these FOMO longs. Because what you have to remember, right, most of the long trades have opened up here, okay, all of today, right? Most of them have opened up here today, right? So all price has to do is pull back a tiny bit, okay, and that can cause, of course, that domino effect that I like to talk about a lot, where price just sees the huge move down, okay. And why do we get that, right? Well, because of course those long trades are selling into the market, right, pushing price lower. And are we definitely going to see this? No, okay, we're not, right? Like I said, if we continue to see longs opening up, yeah, right, we can go higher. Okay, that is a possibility. We can go higher, but it is as soon as we start to get that bit of a move down. And again, it's coming back to the basics, right? It's logic in the market. Think about retail traders. Think about how you have come into leverage trading, because I'm sure anybody who has traded, okay, has done the exact same thing, right, as everybody else in the market, where you over leverage yourself, you over position yourself, okay, and you wreck yourself, okay, almost immediately, right? And that's what the whole market is built upon, right? This whole market is built upon over leveraged traders and over positions traders, okay, and that causes emotional traders, right? Emotional traders can move the markets very, very quickly, right? Very quickly, right? That we've seen it, we've seen it a lot. Okay, so yeah, for me, it's like, okay, right, this is a great move up, right? A really, really nice move up, okay? And yeah, let's see it continue. But, right, if we do see a bit of a pullback, it can get quite messy. And the reason that I say this, right, the reason that I say this is because the whole dynamics of the market right now is incredibly bullish, right? The whole dynamics of the market are incredibly bullish, right? All of these moves up, right? All of these moves up have been fueled by longs opening up, okay? Every single retail trader, okay, has been incredibly bullish. And it's not that, it's not that, okay, just a little portion of them have been bullish in the market, right? There's been billions upon billions of longs opening up on each of these moves up, right? Hundreds of millions on Bybit alone, okay? But then you put all the exchanges together and it's billions, right? But there's just been a huge amount of longs open up on every single move up, right? And every single time, the longs have got wrecked, okay? Longs have got wrecked. So this is why, of course, I am talking about, right, seeing these long squeezes, right? This is why I'm kind of focusing on these long squeezes at this moment in time, because this is what we've seen play out, right? And, Bitcoin is, right, okay, if we zoom out, right, we're very, very bullish, right? We're very bullish. I 100% agree with that, okay? But then if we look at this time frame here, okay, this perspective, all right, we are actually quite bearish here because we are in bearish market structure. Again, I'm a trader. I don't care where price is going. Right? I don't care if price is going to 100K. I don't care if price is going to 30K, 15K, wherever, 10K. I don't care. 200K, I don't care where price is going. All I'm looking to do is, of course, take advantage of these moves, okay? I'm never, ever a bull in this market. I'm never, ever a bear in this market because, to be honest with you, I really don't care. Again, I don't care where price goes. All I'm looking for, right, is a reason for price to rise or a reason for price to pull back. Okay. And at this moment in time, there's actually more of an incentive for price to pull back because the whole market is just incredibly bullish, right? Everybody's bullish, everybody's longing, right? And when everybody's doing the same thing, okay, when everybody's a sheep, right, that's when the market goes against them. And then that's when the black sheep tends to actually make the money, right? Well, tends to make the money. That's when the black sheep do make the money, right? That's when the people doing the opposite of the retail traders make the money. Chris Den, good to see you back, my friend. Good to see you back. I've been stacking it all afternoon. Well, so are you... Have you been long in that move up? And Jasby, good to see you back, my friend. I can't see the emojis. It looks like you put emojis on there. Bears wrecked. Yeah, I mean, we are seeing, so if we go over to the order flow, you're not wrong there. We are seeing these shorts getting, these shorts getting wrecked. We are, if we bring up the rec setting. And if we actually... Yeah, here you can see, well, we've changed. We've changed a little bit here right now. So you can see 55 million. Let's go into a bit of a lower time frame so we get a bit more realistic data here. So yeah, in this candle here, we've seen 12 million shorts getting wrecked, okay, because of course they're buying back into the market, right? We've seen 200K there. We've seen 9.2 million there, right? We have seen a lot of short trades actually getting wrecked, and you can see, right, if we zoom out, okay, we go to, what were we on? Were we on the 8 hour or the 6 hour? 6 hour, I think we were looking at. So yeah, now we've got 55 million short trades that have been wrecked. Absolutely right there. We've got those bears getting wrecked, and yeah, there's, of course, the long trades coming in are wiping out all of the shorts that opened up, and yeah, not necessarily like a huge amount. Okay, yeah, you can look at this and say 55 million. It's not like a huge amount. Like, yeah, I'd rather, yeah, it's like, I won't be able to show an example, but it'd be nice to see like 100 million, but we just don't have those amounts of shorts open up really, because like I said, we're not really seeing shorts open up at this moment in time. We're seeing longs opening up. So yeah, we're going to be, of course, seeing those shorts that have opened up get stopped out as price does start to rise, or if it does continue to rise. But yeah, that's exactly, we're squeezing those shorts out. But yeah, I mean, I'm still, in favor. I'm still in favor. And again, like I'm not. 'Cause I know Jasby is gonna have something to say about it. But yeah, I'm still interested in actually shorting up here. I am, and again, I'm never a perma bull on this market. I'm never a perma bear on this market, right? I don't care where price is going. 100K, 10K. Let price do its thing. I don't care. All I'm doing is trying to take advantage of, these types of moves here. Okay. And these are the types of moves that, of course, we have been taking advantage of over the past however many months. Okay. All of these moves here, right? We've been taking advantage of. Maybe I haven't traded every single one of them, right? But I've been talking again. This long trade here that I was asleep whilst it presented itself to us, right? That long trade there. Okay, I was talking through that with the team. I was talking through that with you guys here. The long trade that we had from down here. Again, I didn't take it. It was the same situation. It was 1 o'clock in the morning when it presented itself to us. Okay, but again, I was speaking about this. I was speaking about this as a level of interest. Okay, and if you were to do the research yourself, okay, and you were to look at the order flow yourself as price was down there, of course, if you were awake, right, you could have got the long trade there yourself as well. Right, we've been talking about all of these levels as interesting levels. Okay, and again, I'm looking at an interesting level here at $66,500 approximately. Okay, I like this. Right, we've taken this type of trade in terms of a short. Okay, just talking about the shorts, not the longs. Right, this type of short trade we've taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times here. Okay, 5 times here, maybe more on the lower time frames, but I'm just talking about the higher time frame perspective here, the 12, the 8-hour time perspective, right? But yeah, we've got a naked point of control above us, right? This is what we like to, all retail traders like to call resistance, right? Again, I don't like to class it as resistance, but this is what you can class as resistance, right? We also have a high liquidity area up here, right? High liquidity area, okay? And then, of course, we're seeing now, like I've just shown you, lots of long trades opening up, right? So now if price does start to rise, okay, maybe we see more long trades opening up here as we get this breakout, okay, as retail traders like to call it. Okay, we then come up to the naked point of control. We know that's a level of resistance. Price starts to reject from there, right? All of those long trades get trapped. Okay, price starts to pull back. We enter into the short trade, okay, and we see a huge long squeeze pushing price lower, okay, and that's of course what we're looking to take advantage of. So that is of course the next short trade that I do have planned, right? So the next trade I'm looking for is a short trade, and the reason why the next trade is, a short trade is because price is rising, right? I'm not a retail trader here. I'm not a retail trader here. Okay, I do not long moves up. I do not short moves down. Okay, I will short moves up and I will long moves down. Why? Because I'm looking for a pivot point. Right, I'm looking for reversals. You'll hear a lot of big influencers out there saying that you cannot predict lows and you cannot predict highs. And I would agree with them to a certain extent, but I will disagree with them because I think, okay, you cannot predict them, but you can catch them, right? Perfect examples are the, trades that we've taken recently on the higher time frame, right? Shorting each of these highs, right? And longing each of the lows, okay? We've longed this low here, we long this low here, we long this low here. That was talked about. I didn't long it. That was talked about. I didn't long it. Okay. Again, those two I was asleep for. But this shorted this, shorted this, shorted this, shorted this. Right. These are all highs and lows. Now, did I predict that these were going to be highs and lows? Absolutely not. Right. All I did is I saw the trade setup. I took the trade setup and it happened to be the high, or the low, right? So again, I agree with the statement that you can't predict them, but I think you can I know you can, rephrase that. I know you can, catch them pretty precisely, Okay, very, very precisely. Okay, you can catch these pivot points very, very well, right? Very, very well. It's not impossible. Okay, all you have to do is you have to understand why price is moving. Okay, and what could turn price in the opposite direction, right? Price, if price is breaking out of a level, yeah, there's not a real reason for price to or if we're rejecting off of one of these retail resistance levels, okay, it's not a real reason for price to reverse, right? Yeah, okay, you can pull. What they like to do is they like to pull these areas here, okay, and say, oh, we're coming into resistance here. If we break above this, we look for a long trade, or if we start to reject, we look for a short trade. Okay, but there's no reason behind it, right? There's no reason why price is moving up, or no logical reason why price is moving down. It's all just child's play on a piece of paper, right? It breaks out of this line, you go long. It breaks down at this line, you go short, right? It's not a real reason. Okay, again, order flow gives you that reason for price moving, right? Long trades are opening up here. If price starts to pull back here, we're going to see a long squeeze, because these long trades can't remain open forever. Okay, if price comes low enough, right, a lot of them are going to get wrecked pretty quickly because they're over positioned, over leveraged. It's going to push them into more long trades who are over positioned, over leveraged. It just causes that domino effect and pushes price low. And it works the other way as well, right? It works exactly the same the other way, right? Let's say, right, you can invert this chart. Settings, canvas, is it? I've forgotten how to do it, but you can invert this somehow. But yeah, you can look at it the opposite way as well, right? Let's say, of course, we know what has caused each of these moves up and down. Okay, but imagine, right, this move down here was caused by shorts, right? Shorts opening up. Okay, and then this move up was caused by those short trades getting wrecked. Okay, it works both ways, right? It just happens to be that in this, in this environment that we're in right now, we're seeing longs open up and those long trades getting wrecked. Okay, so again, it's a reason, right? It's a reason for price to rise. Of course, there are many reasons why. Reverse, right? There's many reasons why price can reverse. Of course, here we saw a huge portion of traders get wrecked. Again, that's just an amazing opportunity to get in. That tends to, we tend to see a reversal, okay, off of a huge portion of traders getting wrecked. Why? Okay, well, at some point, okay, there's no more traders to wreck, but also, when we start to see signs of like a failed auction down here, that is another sign of absorption, telling us that there is a big player there actually buying up all of these sells coming into the market, right? Mr. FFS, what a nightmare. Good to see you back, my friend. I don't believe I've seen you here in a while. Did your short get wrecked? Absolutely not. Okay, absolutely not. My short did not get wrecked. Yeah, again, like I said, risk-free. Right, it was a risk-free trade, completely risk-free trade. It got stopped out at entry. That's how it is. Yeah, let's just go up to it. So yeah, of course, we entered into the trade at $65,000. Right, of course, we realized $1,800 there. We realized $3,440 at this point here. Okay, and then what did I do? Okay, I moved my stop loss to entry. Okay, so there was no way that I could lose any of that, right? It's all profit. That's pure profit that I pocketed, right? I could not lose that. Okay, it's impossible to lose that. And as you can see here, right, all closed. So this is status, all closed. That trade is all closed now. Average entry, $64,500. And yeah, average close price, you can see let's call it $63,000. Okay, and $3,460 in a profit. So no, it didn't get wrecked. Okay, it just got stopped out at entry, right? That's what I like to do with my trades. Okay, if I'm in a nice profitable trade, okay, I like to take profit, move the stop loss to entry so it's risk-free, okay, and have a little bit left in the trade so that if it continues to move in the direction that I'm trading, okay, then I can continue to make profits, right? That's how it is. So no, I will never ever allow myself, yeah, I'd never allow myself to get wrecked, but yeah, of course, sometimes I wouldn't class it as getting wrecked. Sometimes I get stopped out of trades. Okay, of course, I think it's impossible to have 100% win rate. Okay, it is impossible. You can have a pretty high win rate, like, you know, my win rate always varies, right? And I think anybody who says they have a 70% win rate or an 80% win rate or a 90% win rate, I think they're just lying to you, because you can never have a flat 70% win rate or a flat 80%. Okay, yes, right. If I was maybe doing it from the first time I started to consistently make profits to where I am now, yes, but I kind of view it to like month to month. That's how I kind of view it, and it varies, right? Sometimes, some months I've had 100% success. Okay, other months 90, other months 80, other months 70. Okay, it all varies, right? You opening a new short at 67k. So I don't know yet. I don't know if I'm entering into a short trade. I'll just have to see. Okay, I don't know. I need to see, right, the trade entry trigger, right? I need to see everything aligning, right? Going back to the short trade up here. Okay, I shorted, right? Did I short at the level I said I was interested in? Okay, absolutely not, right? The 66,325, that's the level I was interested in. Okay, but it's not the level I shorted at. That's the, of course, super aggressive trade. I'm not a super aggressive trader. I just kind of take the aggressive trade with a slight bit of confirmation. So yeah, I saw the trade setup and then I took it. Okay, I saw everything aligning. I saw the confluence there. I saw a reason for price to pull back. Okay, and then I took that trade. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna short $67,000, but I have a plan that if it plays out, okay, or if it begins to play out, of course I will short, right? So of course I want to see price coming up. I want to see longs opening up at the high. I want to see price starting to pull back, leaving trapped traders. Okay, I want to see that $67,300 level being tapped. Right, I want to see all of these things. Price to pull back from that failed auction. I want to see all of these things aligning to get that short trade. Once I see all of that together, right, and the order flow is confirming it all, right, then I'm happy to take that short trade. Okay, but I'm never going to set a limit order, right? I never ever set limit orders. I don't think limit orders are bad, okay, whatsoever. Super aggressive traders, I know that they're gonna, well, again, it all depends on the trader, but I know super aggressive traders can, right, set a limit order at the level, okay. But it's just not the way that I like to do things. I like to look for just that slight bit of confirmation. I don't look for too much confirmation. I'm not a believer in market structure changes, right? I believe that market structure changes are retail trading patterns, okay? And if you wait for a market structure change, you have already missed the trade, okay? I do fully believe that. But yeah, I like to take the aggressive approach where, okay, right, maybe I don't short at the level, okay, or long at the level, okay, but I long pretty or short pretty close to the level. But it's a level where I'm then comfortable to put that amount of money on the line, because now I know that there is an incentive, there is a reason for price to pull back or for price to rise. Okay, without a reason, okay, logically in my head, maybe I'm just different, but logically, I just don't see a reason to enter into a trade. Okay, if there's no reason, okay, again, at a level, right, for me, it's different for everyone. For me, I just don't see the logic of shorting at $67,000, okay, because we could see, right, we don't know what retail traders are going to do, but we could see a huge amount of retail traders longing $67,000 and above, right? So they long, get us through that level, and then they continue to long, right? We could see that, okay? And that's very, very bullish, right? That's very bullish. That's what you want to see, okay? If you want to see a rise up, that's what you want to see. You want to see these retail traders long, okay? But if, right, okay, we see those longs open up, okay, and they sort of like run out, okay, we don't see enough longs opening up, right? and maybe shorts take over, it can push price a little bit lower. Okay, and then you get that domino effect where of course all of those longs get wrecked. You are not institutional investor. Ego, you are a retail investor. Yeah, I know. I'm not an institutional investor, okay, but I consider myself to trade more like an institutional investor. I know that I'm a retail trader, okay, but I just use the term of retail traders because I don't like to associate myself with that type of group, the retail trader group who, because retail trading patterns, right? What are retail trading patterns? They are triangle patterns, they are head and shoulders patterns, right? Of course, I know full well that I am a retail trader. I am. Okay. And, there's no way that unless I started up a hedge fund, there's no way that I could be an institutional trader. But, right, I try and trade like an institutional trader. Again, logic. This whole market is just logic, right? It's all logic, right? If you try and trade like an institutional trader, I promise you are going to make money in the market. Why? Because institutional traders, right? Institutional, these big hedge funds, these are the ones that make the money in the market. So if you're doing what they're doing, you're going to make money anyway, right? They make a shed load of money. So why not do what they do? Okay. And, a lot of the time they do take it, perceive it how you want to perceive it. But, they do take advantage of retail traders getting wrecked. Okay. And, they are slightly to blame for it, but the blame is put on the retail trader because it's their decision to enter into the trade, right? So, yeah. Again, if you trade like an institutional trader, you're going to make money. So if you don't want to trade like an institutional trader, trade like a retail trader, and then show me your win rate over the course of a month, or show me the account, and I'm sure you would have blown it, right? Because that's what all retail traders do. Okay, and I'm sure that every single person here has been in that phase. Maybe some of you, okay, are in that phase, right, where you're just losing. Okay, and it's because you're probably trading like a retail trader. But if you start to shift it, right, and again, order flow is an amazing tool because, like CVD divergences, right? This tells us where the big players are, right? It doesn't. Okay, right. We have to find it still, right? But it tells us where the big players are because, you can see here, right? You can very clearly see here, price is actually looking bullish because it has a higher low, right? However, on the CVD, we're seeing that over time, there are more sells coming into the market, okay? But price is bullish, right? Why is this, right? Why do we see more sells, but price is looking bullish? Well, this is because there is a big institution here, okay? Usually a big hedge fund, a big trader, sat here with a big buy limit order, okay? And all of the sells that are coming into the market are being absorbed, right? So as price is coming into these levels, right, this big buy limit order is absorbing all of those shorts. Okay, yeah, maybe it's pushing price lower. Okay, but ever so slightly. Then at some point, the sells run out. There's no more sells. Okay, and where can price go? There's only two ways it can go, right? Either sideways or up, right? And the majority of the time, it goes up, right? So that there is not. It's not okay being an institution and calling yourself an institutional trader, and it's finding the institutional trader and doing what they're doing. That's all I'm doing. Okay, yeah, I'm still a retail trader, but yeah, I just don't like to class myself, put myself in that category of trader because, I think if you put yourself in the same boat as them, you're gonna do the same thing and you're gonna get wrecked like they get wrecked. So yeah, I try and stay away from that as much as possible, and that's why I do not look at I do not watch anybody, okay, right, about to do with trading. I don't watch anyone, right, because I understand that 95% of the stuff out there is all retail trading stuff, and I know that 95% of that stuff is nonsense, okay, or I know, right, what I need to know to make profit in these markets, so I don't watch anybody else. Jamie Rogers, good to see you back, my friend. Good information again, brother. Thank you very much. Good to see you back. Fair play. The retail you mean are like Korean Degens on Korean Degens on here. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just it's just literally the average Joe who is leverage trade. Not it doesn't even have to be leverage trading. It could just be spot trading, right? Any just anybody who trades the retail trading patterns. We know what the retail trading patterns are: triangle patterns, head and shoulders patterns, support resistance. Okay, and when I talk about support resistance, it's when they look at here, when they look at like an area where prices bounced off of quite a few times. They look at this as like a support and retail trading pattern. Okay, it's nonsense, right? Look for real reasons. Okay, look for real reasons why price is reversing. Okay. Crypto banter are the retail. There you go. Jamie's put it perfectly. Crypto banter are the retail traders. That's it. That's it. That's what they are. Crypto banter are a bunch of I won't repeat that word, but you can read it. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't have anything against them. I just don't like the way that they trade, because the way that they trade is how I used to trade, and I know that doing that I lost a lot of money. And to add on top of that as well, when I was losing a lot of money, it was because I was watching them. Right, that was why I was losing a lot of money, because I was watching them, and then I stopped watching them, and I started to really understand why price moves, and then I actually understood that I don't need anybody. Right, once you understand how price moves, okay, you won't need anybody. Right, even if you learn it off all off me, okay, at some point you'll be like, you know what, I just know how it works now. I just don't need anybody. You realize that if you, of course, put enough time and effort into it. And that's what I realized quite a long time ago now, that you just don't need to look into other people and see what their perspective. Of course, it's nice to like talk with people, but it has to be people that are on the same on the same level, right, looking at the same things, right? If you're looking at stuff where, again, crypto banter as the example, right? They're looking at triangle pattern. I'm not gonna, they're looking at breakouts of this triangle pattern. I'm not going to talk to them about it and say, yeah, that's going to happen, because realistically I'm looking to trade against that. Crypto banter is character development for our trading journeys. It literally is. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. Yeah, every you've all got to go through that phase, and some people get through that phase and realize it's a load of nonsense. And again, it's not a load of nonsense, I wouldn't say, but it's the technical analysis side of things is a load of nonsense, because that's what I know, right? That's what I know, and that's what I'm experienced in. And watching them talk about it, it's like, again, I don't watch them, but every now and then I'll see one of their videos pop up, and like, you know what, I'll just give it a little watch, but I know the main guy, Ran, he does more the news side of things, which, okay, right, I can't really comment on that because I don't read news. Well, I wouldn't say I don't read it, but I don't trade off of news, right? I don't really care what goes on, okay, in terms of the news, right? It's all technical based, right? That's all I'm looking at. So, I can't really comment on what, I'm pretty sure he does a very good job at presenting the news, right? But that's not what I'm looking for. Social media degens are useful to find new altcoins to bet on. Yeah. You won't get 100x on ETH ever again. No, I agree with you there. Yeah, that's true. But again, this is altcoins, okay, that you have to remember. You should only trade. Again, not financial advice, but altcoins are only for trading, in my belief anyway. I don't think you can hold an altcoin for 10 years and expect it to do really, really well. Par Ethereum, but you can't really call that an altcoin anymore, can you? It's kind of on its own level. But yeah, an altcoin, yeah, is something, yeah, in the short term, you can make a lot of money. You can make a lot of money on it. And yeah, okay, these groups, they rely on these communities to buy. But what you have to remember, only a small portion of them make a lot of money, right? Again, a lot of them, I saw a video of this guy. He had a lot of money in Shiba or something, and yeah, he did an interview or something. Some guy came over to his house, and he was living in this like 2-bed house or something, and he showed his crypto wallet, and it was all in like Shiba or Doge, and it was like 17.5 million, right? And he was like, "I'm never selling it. I'm never selling it." And it's like 17.5 million can change your life. I know it would change mine, okay, massively, right? It's amazing. And what did he do? Okay, he didn't sell it. He held it, and then there was a huge crash, and he lost it all. So yeah, it's again, altcoins is something you should trade. You can make a lot of money in it, but yeah, you have to be careful with it. You can't be too much of a degen with it. You have to be a degen to start off with. But yeah, where did that word degen even come from, to be honest with you? I haven't used that in a long time. You need to hire their banter thumbnail design. yeah, maybe I should. I just can't pull all those faces that they do. It's not really me. I'm only holding altcoins spot bag till bull run over. That's the best way to do it. Then pray God USDT, USDC doesn't do Terra Luna in 2026 bear market to rinse and repeat the 4-year cycle. Yeah, that Terra Luna was a big one. A big one. I know a few people personally that got hit bad on that. Because yeah, for any OGs that know me before this, I worked with another group of people, and yeah, one of those, he's very, very established. I do not agree with how he trades, but yeah, he's very, very established in this industry. He's got a lot. He has 250,000 followers on YouTube alone. And yeah, I know that he got hit very, very badly with that Terra Luna crash. So yeah, you do not want one of those, because a lot of these people had a lot of their portfolio in Terra Luna, like a lot of their portfolio. Okay, and I'm sure that they will never do it again. Their thumbnails are like Mr. Beast was a crypto channel. Yeah, they are. They are, to be fair. Yeah. Jamie's going in. Jamie's going in on them today. KSI lost millions on Terra Luna, which made me piss my pants laughing. Yeah. What was it? Was it 5 million? I think it was 5 million. Yeah, it's pocket change to him, though, isn't it? That's pocket change to him. But yeah, I remember that because I did used to follow his. He had a Twitter account, and he just shared all his trades on there. And yeah, I think his last. We can have a look at it now. To be fair, of course, if you don't follow the Twitter. I think I'm going to start doing more on the Twitter. I just don't ever have the motivation to do it. But yeah, there's. What was it called? 8 million. Oh, was it 8 million? Okay. Let me have a look. Oh, is it that one? That one there. Okay. Oh no, so he's been posting stuff on there. I don't even follow him on this account. Maybe I follow him on my other one. Oh, okay. But his one of his last posts for a long time was literally like a 5 million loss, and then he just didn't post it for ages. Is this a new account? KSI Crypto. Yeah, this has all been posted. Oh, is it this? This is back in 2022. There you go. There you go. And then he didn't post until what the fuck is that? Crypto, blah 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 blah. Maybe it wasn't his last post. Here. Does this still work? Oh, this is actually the end. Yeah, so one of his last posts. Man bought the dip and lost. That was it. So yeah, that was 3 million. And then yeah, 1,000. $1,000. Wow. Like Jesus. And he pretty much doubled up on that position as well. So that's 6 million just in that trade alone, because he's doubled up on that. Or maybe more. But yeah, that's yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I mean that's the definition of a retail trader. There you go. So yeah, I think I will leave it there. I think yeah, we've had a bit of an entertaining second half of this live stream. But yeah, I will leave that there. Have a lovely rest of your evening. And yeah, I will of course see Visionary members. I will see you in the Visionary Discord, of course. If you want access to that, first link in the description, second link for the free Discord. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. If you're not in there, I will see you guys tomorrow for the next live stream. But yeah, have a lovely rest of your day, and see you later. Goodbye.
Take me home, 'cause I wanna feel like I belong. They relate to all this pain in my past, so they listen to my song. So let's go back to where it began and where it all started from. Take this chance, one last dance, 'cause I've been waiting way too long. Take my hand, I wanna show you something. Promise I've been dying to see ya.